Beloved Saints, today's 5-minute message of redemptive history is about the creation of the Honorable Man, Part 6, from the 5th book of Redemptive History series, The Promise of the Eternal Covenant. Last time, we learned about the forgiveness through God's agape love. At this time, let us examine how God created man in his image and likeness and share God's grace together. Genesis 1 verse 26 states, "Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." First, man was created in God's image. The word image is chelem in Hebrew, and this word is used to refer to a replica or a representation. This word emphasizes the fact that man was created to be honored as God's representative. For that reason, after creating man, God commanded him, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." This is in Genesis 1:28. Psalms chapter 8 also clearly declares that God made man as his representative to rule over all creation. Psalms 8 verses 5 to 8 states, "Yet you have made him a little lower than the heavenly beings, and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands, and you have put all things under his feet." In such a way, man was given dominion to govern and lead every creature to fulfill their proper roles according to their attributes as assigned by God. Second, man was created according to God's likeness. The word likeness or form is demut in Hebrew, and this means to be like or to resemble. First, man resembled God in his moral image. When we look in Ephesians 4:24 and Colossians 3:10, the fact that man is created in the image of God signifies that he is created with true knowledge, true righteousness, and true holiness. Second, man resembles God in his rational and intellectual image. Created in the image of God, man was given a sound mind and an upright heart and will. Moreover, sound reasoning intellect allowed man to recognize God and comprehend matter while feeling and acting properly. Unlike beasts, man who is created in the likeness of God possesses rationality. 2 Peter 2:12 says that people who have lost the image and likeness of God are like unreasoning animals. Third, man resembles God in his spiritual image. Because God is spirit, man who is created in the image of God also possesses his spiritual image. Possessing a spiritual image means to have spirituality and immortality. Those who have spirituality experience God's presence from moment to moment, and thus are able to walk with God and live a dynamic life for His glory. Immortality denotes the attribute of eternal life, which does not yield to the law of death. Whoever believes in and receives God and Jesus Christ, whom God has sent, will become His children and have eternal life. Fourth, man resembles God in the image reflected in his body. Because the human body was also created by God, His image is reflected in the body as well. Hence, the human body represents God's image in that it is a vessel for the immortal soul and an instrument used to govern over creation. On the day of the redemption of our body, when the body along with the spirit and soul will fully recover God's image, our natural body will be transformed into a spiritual body that transcends time and space. Beloved saints, in such a way, man was created in God's image and likeness. Thus, man is an honorable existence that God is pleased with. Psalm 16 verse 3 states, I say of the holy people who are in the land, they are the noble ones in whom is all my delight. Isaiah 43 verse 4 states, since you are precious in my sight, since you are honored and I love you, I will give other people in your place and other nations in exchange for your life. So today, in our life of faith, let us be thankful for God's grace that created us so nobly in God's image and likeness. I bless in the name of the Lord.